The Under-Recruited Athlete Football Show is thrilled to introduce Anthony Blume from Georgia State University. Blume is a 6'3", 280-pound defensive lineman from Edgewood, Maryland, who is a testament to faith and hard work. This is his story of how he defied the odds to play Division I FBS football at Georgia State University.
In my sophomore season, I started playing. Then I eventually took the starting spot. I was playing like nose and DN, like, you get what I'm saying, going over the line, whatever.
You had to make an adjustment, and like you said, I like what you said when you said, you was playing nose, you was playing different positions, you finally got an opportunity to start, and then now, boom, you're leaving, and now you're transferring out. So you coming to Edgewood from Aberdeen, which is a rival school. What was the adjustment like? Like, I mean, you got some of your friends, everybody in the area knows each other, and here it is, you're going to the rival school.
Well, I mean, really, I went to Deerfield and Edgewood Middle, you get what I'm saying? So I really only transferred to Aberdeen went to Aberdeen is because, like, just personal living situation, you get what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
And then I came back to Edgewood for the same reason. So, I mean, I really wasn't too big of a transition because I already knew everybody out there went to, like, middle school and all that with. So,
right.
It wasn't that different.
Because the thing I always remember about you was, like, you let your pads do the talking. You wasn't somebody that really talked a lot. You was somebody that kept to yourself. You did the job. You went home. And, it was almost like, here it is. Edgewood was a rowdy group of kids, a lot of talking. And you somehow just fit in. It wasn't like you were out of place or anything like that. So once you came to Edgewood, just tell me about kind of like the transition where you were playing offensive line and you had to play on both sides of the ball.
At Aberdeen I played both ways too. I forgot to say that. So yeah, I played offensive guard at Aberdeen or whatever, and then so when I came to Edgewood, they had me playing tackle, and then my junior year I was playing D tackle.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were pretty much the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just felt like I had gotten better, like kept improving, you know what I'm saying? But I'd say since it was my junior season coming to Edgewood, I was thinking more about like trying to get to the next level.
Right.
So but really, like trying to get to the next level, I ain't really see nobody like really make it out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, as far as, well, I know, of course it was people, but a lot of the people I done seen like before, like our class or whatever, like went to private schools. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how they was going to college and all that. So. And
that's one of the things about Maryland is you got all these public schools that have great athletes, but it just seems to be like that pipeline through the private school is you're getting in there and you're off,
Yeah.
But for some reason it's just, you have all these Maryland athletes, but there's so many under-recruited great guys just like you. I mean, at the time of high school, you was what? How tall were you?
Probably about 6'1", 6'2".
Okay, so that's going from Edgewood from Aberdeen to Edgewood.
Well, like my freshman year I came in, I was probably about 6 foot, 180, 185.
And when you got to Edgewood your junior year and your senior year, you had grown to what?
Yeah, about 6'3". My junior year I played about 6'3", 255.
Right.
Then that senior season I was about 275.
Okay.
270, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about here it is, what schools were looking at you at the time during your junior year? Did you have any offers? Did you have any? You didn't have anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
What do you think that was due to? Was it due to your exposure, getting to camps? Like, what was some of the reasons on why you believe you were under recruited?
Well, first I would say our Hartford County really don't get that much like exposure as far as sports in general.
Right.
And unless you go to like John Carroll or you know what I'm saying, like St. Francis, one of them schools. But that honestly, I feel like after my junior season, I felt like I had a good junior season. You get what I'm saying? So I honestly was I was surprised, you know what I'm saying? Not like surprised, but like more so like it's crazy that I ain't getting nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I mean, I never was. I always knew that I was gonna make it regardless. So I ain't never like stress about it, nothing like that. I just played. As far as like camps and all that, if I was able to go to a camp, you get what I'm saying? Like I went. I'm trying to think. I think the spring or the summer of my junior season, or no. Myself going into my junior season, that was the first time I went to a camp. I had went to the UVA like big man camp or whatever, and that was my first camp. So it was different because you get what I'm saying. Like everybody was nice, you know what I'm saying. So, but I say I think it was just exposure. Exposure and job, I would say that's the biggest thing because my grades was good. I mean, I feel like I played good, so just not how it came through though. So.
And then so now here it is your senior year. Have a great year. You know, you're seeing other guys. You know, you play with Deonte Banks. You play with some great athletes. You know, Deonte just so happened to be an under-recruited guy that ended up in the league. And it's like, with all that talent, you know, there was still no eyes on Edgewood High School, you know?
Yeah.
That's by far one of the schools that I've seen that's had so many great athletes. Your senior year on both sides of the ball. You know, the line, averaged 6'3"? You know, about...
Something like that,
yeah. You know, you had a big line, you had some dogs playing, but it was just like, seemed fluked, and here it is, you a senior, and we had no offers.
Yeah.
So when you heard from Coach Parham, because Coach Parham, you know, he was a blessing because he had coached at Hampton University, Virginia Union. He was at Morgan. He coached me. So he was an asset. He reached out to his network, and boom, you get that call. Tell me how that was when he first told you, hey, there was somebody interested in you.
Before Norfolk State, I did have, I had a couple offers, but it was no like full scholarships. You get what I'm saying? Like I had some D2 schools. I had another HBCU and another school, but it was no like full rise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it was like literally maybe like 3 days before. Couple days before the early signing day or whatever,
Right.
And that's when Coach Scott had called me, and he had hit me up on Twitter first, and then I called him, and then we were just talking, and it was crazy. Like, but I didn't really think nothing of it because, like I said, it was so late that I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they were gonna give me like a full scholarship or nothing. So, but I mean, I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Yeah.
So tell them how you almost missed it. I mean, because, you know, when I got that phone call from Coach Parham, and it was like, hey, we got to get Anthony to the airport. You know, what did you think then? Because he said, hey, I'm leaving, you know, and we got together, we got you down there. Like, how did that feel that you were this close to almost missing out on that opportunity?
It's crazy thinking back because, like, without going to Norfolk State, my whole life would probably be different, you know. Well, obviously, but as far as like, I feel like I done learned so much going there. It's just crazy to think like, it possibly couldn't have happened if we ain't find a way to get there, because I ain't had no way to get there.
And then I remember getting there, and it was funny where Coach BT was saying, "Hey, so what side of the ball you want to play?" And I heard you saying, "I don't want to play offense," but he was like, "Hey, that's how you get in," you know. I think a lot of kids, they just think like, hey, I'm just a DB or I'm just a nose tackle. But the great thing about you is you got a chance to play on both sides of the ball at just about damn near every position.
Yeah.
So that adjustment wasn't really too difficult for you, but I remember seeing in your eyes, you was like, oh man, I don't want to play O-line.
I did not want to play O-line.
Hey, but you got in though.
I mean, like it's crazy just how like everything works out, cause like I mean I feel like everything always happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like it was literally week 3, and they switched me to D-line. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much the same as everything else. I just stuck it through.
Right.
And just work hard, really. And then everything else work itself out.
All right, so I mean, tell me about the HBCU. You know, there's a lot of kids, especially in the Maryland area. Half of them don't even know much about the HBCUs, but yet we have so many that's in the area. Do you think it's because of the fact that they don't do a great job reaching out to the schools and kind of explaining about the HBCU? I mean, we got Morgan right there in Baltimore, and there's a lot of kids right in the county, which is only 20 minutes, that don't know nothing about Morgan.
What you saying, like, as far as, like, academics or, like, athletics?
Well, just the school in general.
In general, I say it's definitely not enough, like, so what I'm trying to say, like promoting. It's not. There's no promotion at HBCUs. Like really, I really didn't even know what an HBCU was. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Until I went to Norfolk State. Like it's a whole different culture. I feel like it. I mean, like I said, it was a great experience. Like I never, if I could go back, I would not change going to Norfolk State.
And the weirdest thing is, you know, being right there in the Baltimore area, you're 20 minutes from Morgan. You're about 45 minutes from Bowie State. You're about an hour away from Dell State, about an hour away from Lincoln. And there's kids that know nothing about HBCU.
Yeah.
That is just
it's crazy, for real. It's crazy.
You know, so that's just something that I think we have to do a better job in the Maryland area is promoting HBCUs that's in our backyard. You know, I played with Damon Wilson, that's the head coach at Morgan, and we talk all the time. And he's like, hey, you know, look, you know, help us out, you know, because they will come to areas like Harford County and different places, and it's like, it's difficult, you know, and I think a lot of that is also on the coaches. You know, when you're not represented or you don't have anybody that has played at that level, you know, it's hard for them to go to HBCUs because who's telling them where to go?
Yeah.
You know, our area, Harford County, was always, hey, the PSAC, or you know, Salisbury or Frostburg, you know. But my whole mission was playing at Hampton was that I love playing at HBCU.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And my son went to an HBCU, and I was like, I don't think that they get the recognition. So, you know, when I was there, I was telling y'all about HBCUs, you know, but it was still foreign, you know, because,
for real.
Like I said, it was like, okay, yeah, he's played there, but it's still an HBCU. So I'm glad you got that opportunity. I think it helped you become more well-rounded. And I remember talking to you when y'all played ODU, and it was like, man, yes, it is different playing against a FBS PWI, you know. But I think you did a great job at North State. And so now we have you here at Georgia State. So explain to kind of how that route came about.
Well, first, I mean, it was a spring of 2023, and I just decided it was time for a change. You get what I'm saying? So I decided to get in the portal, and I actually had some connections here. Like I had a teammate from Norfolk State that actually he goes here too, and also Chance helped me.
Yep, Chance played with us too. Yep.
So they both helped me. Like as far as like the coach, like what Chance actually gave me the number for the D-line coach, which is who I like. Once I hit the portal, I reached out to him and sent him my film and all that, and then you know they like basically like was asking my teammate, his name Lamar, asking him and Chance like would I be a good fit for the team and all that, and they gave me a chance. I say that's really what it is, just like
network.
Somebody taking a chance because they was my only like FBS like offer. You get what I'm saying? Right. So same thing as Norfolk State. Like it just really somebody taking a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate both the opportunities.
Because one of the things I find when I talk to a lot of young kids, they don't really know how to brand themselves. So you know they don't know how to network. And I tell kids all the time that, you know, you're only as good as your network. And I mean, like you said, Chance played at Edgewood, left us his senior year, but he ended up at Georgia State.
Yeah.
But having that relationship and that network, you just don't know who's going to be in your corner. And you might be at a time where you're like, hey, share my film. Hey, retweet my reel. And like you said, from that opportunity of having a solid guy that was already here and then another solid guy that played at North State with you, it was that pipeline. You know, because the coaches could have easily went in the portal and said, let me get this guy. But they asked teammates of yours, and here it is now you're at Georgia State.
Yeah.
You played in a bowl game. You know, you was on a winning program this year. How was that? I mean, you're coming up from FCS, HBCU, from out of MEAC, and now boom, you're in a bowl game. So how was that transition as for athleticism from that division and just your experience in coming in and getting the opportunity to play?
Well, I would say that, I mean, it's definitely a transition as far as like the level of competition is better overall, I will say, but it is talentless at HBCU, you get what I'm saying? So it's like who I was playing there, like they're not that much far off from what I'm playing now, you get what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I would just say that the size is like something like I've been playing linemen that's 6'8", 7 foot. You get what I'm saying? Like stronger, faster, more athletic. But really, the biggest thing that I noticed is just technique, because like at Norfolk State, it's sometimes I could get away with just being just on my athleticism. You get what I'm saying? Just getting out the ball and just disrupting. But at like playing this level, you're not like how I would just say, for example, how I'm running through the line at Norfolk State, like you get what I'm saying, getting across the ball, knocking people back, all that. Like I'm still doing that at Georgia State, but it's definitely, you gotta be more like technical with everything.
Right.
Like, yeah.
All right, so here it is now. You know what's the plan? You know, you've already graduated, so you're here with your grad year. You're looking at having another year or looking at going pro or whatever. If there was a person out here who had a network to a college scout, an NFL scout or a UFL scout or CFL scout, what would you tell them about yourself? Because we all know you've come up the hard way. So, I mean, you already determined this is what you want to do, this is your dream. So sell yourself to our community and our network on why should they come and stick their necks out to help you.
I would say first, because I'm gonna work hard. You get what I'm saying? Like everything that I've ever gotten in life, I had to work for. Like I didn't get nothing handed to me. So that's the biggest thing I say. Like, I mean, I don't like you said, I don't talk a lot. I don't go out a lot. You get what I'm saying? But when it come to working, I'm gonna work hard every time.
And that's one thing I can attest. I mean, you get the job done. You let your pads do the talking, and as long as I've known you, you've been a straight up square guy, you know, and you're smart. You know what you're doing. If you didn't know, you wouldn't be here at Georgia State.
Yeah.
You know, you took the hard route. You here, and you just want that opportunity. So I'm gonna reach out to my network, do all that I can to help you out. But I think that your story is something that can inspire some of these other kids that were in your situation. And like you said, you always had somebody in your corner to take a chance.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, we're hoping that somebody out there listening or somebody in my network can give you a chance, get you plugged in with a agent, get you evaluated, and prayerfully, man, we'll see you playing on Sundays.
Oh, yeah, definitely.